Hi guys, right? So I have created this video because some of you have been asking me, hey Daryl, how do I get out of burnout? Um, now that I've achieved my income goal, what's for me? How do I get back my drive? Why am I still so exhausted, not driven at all? So I often get such questions from my clients, right? So based on my humble experience, here's one formula of one framework that I can share with you. Pretty much one to two frameworks that I'll be sharing with you. Allow me to share screen on my iPad. So I want to share this with you. It's called fabricate your why. Okay. So I just want to write it out. It's called fabricate your why. Many a times, right, you will hear from people saying that your why is so important, your why is so important. But more importantly, you need to know what drives you. So most people will say that money drives you, but I beg to differ. You know, is it you need the money for the respect from others, or you need the money to prove others wrong? You need the money for survival. What is it? So that's where I really dig in deep. You want the money for what? Freedom, maybe? So as of now, because it's a one-way thing, I cannot help you to find your unique drive. But I promise you, every human being at least has 2 to 3 unique driving force. Is it sense of connection? Is it sense of belonging? Is it respect, freedom? A lot of more things, right? And it's very unique to yourself. So these are a couple of driving force that you need to identify first. Once you're able to identify them, then we will start using this thing called the fabricate why. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's just assume that this is one of my clients. Okay, since young he was a alone child. His parents hardly spent time with him, and we understood that his driving force driving force is number one, sense of belonging. Number two is connectedness. Okay, this usually a very close by. Number two is connectedness. Number three is external validation. So which means that he wants people to say he's good and all these things. But there's no right or wrong, guys. Okay, there's no right or wrong when it comes to driving force. You just know all these things, so it's very, very powerful. You do whatever it takes to push you forward. So right now, when I co-create fabricate it, right, co-fabricate his wife with him, it sounds something like this, you know. So when you go fabricate your why, okay, so you go down the whole damn bloody list and you list out why you should hang on. For example, he's a financial advisor. So why you should build a business? So why would you do well in your business? So because I co-create and I co-fabricate one with him. I said, if you do well, you get to join a high performing exclusive group of financial advisors. Then I asked him, does that excite you? And he said, oh, hell yes, man. And the reason why this thing, right, drives him, right, is because it satisfies his sense of connectedness, sense of belonging as well, and external validation. Because this bunch of exclusive group make him look good in front of others. Does that make sense, guys? So fabricate your why, right? You really need to understand what drives you, and you really create one that really make it so sexy, and you do not want to miss it out. So another thing for him is that since young he's an only child and all these things, he felt like an orphan. So one of his greatest why he should do things is to build, to build an orphanage, so that all these kids have a sense of belonging. They don't feel lost and lonely. So it's very, very powerful for him, right? When he actually said that, he was like, "Fuck, man, I'll do whatever it takes to get this up." And there's many more. So fabricate your why, right? You're supposed to be creative. You're supposed to really go all out, touch your heart, and create a goal that has emotional connection, right? It's not simple, bullshit goal setting. It's literally a very, very strong why that has emotional attachment to it. So, and also, for him, his parents, okay, for his parents proud of him. because since young, his parents hardly praised him and all these things, not very close to him. So parents being proud of him gives him that connectedness and satisfy his external validation. Make sense? So your job is to go down this list, create as many, okay? And the truth here is, right, there's a ranking. So for him, for example, sense of belonging is number one. Connectedness is number two. External validation, he can go without it. You know, it's just good to have. So knowing this, when we do our Y stack, you need to stack the Y that has the strongest force at the bottom. Then secondly, you put the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth, and seven. You know, usually I ask them to stack as many as possible. So for this case, for him, my client, his parents being proud of him is his number one, right? Orphanage is number two, this is number three. So you can put at the bottom, parents proud. You know, make his parents proud. He felt that he will get the external validation for his family. He will also get the connectedness from family as well. So this is very important for him. And the second one is to be an orphanage. Then the third one is the exclusive club. Okay. So do you see that all these things are beyond money one? Because when you have enough money, when you have 4K, 3K, whatever, or 8K, 10K, you'll be like, wow, you know, what's the extra 1K? Damn lame, I don't want. You know, there's a definition of enough for people. So when things are enough, your job, right, is to truly fabricate something that is bigger than money, bigger than yourself. And I promise you, you will get that hunger, that desire to always be fighting for it. So this is what I usually share with my clients. So hopefully you gain value from it. And if you are interested, you know, to find out more about your own individual driving forces, I will attach a link somewhere in the video. So just click and I'll hope to hear from you really soon.